so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much.
Hello, all you positive heads out there. Thanks for tuning your beautiful brainwaves into another episode of the Positive Head Podcast, where we are firmly convinced that creating success and happiness is rooted in understanding the ultimate nature of reality and the fact that as human beings, we are all immensely powerful fractals of the one and only source consciousness which creates and animates all things. After years of exploring this awe-inspiring truth on this podcast, I'm super excited to announce that we are now going even deeper down the rabbit hole on the new late-night style consciousness-elevating talk show called Optimistic, which features none other than you, the listeners. Optimistic is taped out of the epic spaceship-esque 8-bedroom property we call the Mystic Manor that myself and the rest of the Optimistic crew now navigate reality from in Venice Beach, California. And you are invited to come experience a Mystic Manor immersion week with us. During your week-long stay, you'll enjoy unique workshops, chef-prepared meals, one-on-one time coaching and consulting with me, and even co-creating magic with me as a guest on both Optimistic and an episode of the Positive Head podcast. When I started this, my aim with these immersive retreats was to facilitate the ultimate spiritual upgrade and tune-up, so to speak, for our guests while providing them with one of the most memorable experiences of their lives. And I'm happy to say that as of this recording, every guest at the end of their trip so far has told me that they have had a profound and transformational experience at the Mystic Manor and that they definitely want to come back. All that being said, we only have a limited number of spots available between now and next July. And as of this recording, about half of those spots are already filled. So if there's any part of you that is screaming, yes, I want to come, I feel like I need to be there, go now and book a slot with me to discuss how we can put our heads together and make it happen at calendly.com/talkwithbrandon. I know for some people, there is also that little voice in their head saying, why not? I can't get off work. I can't afford it, and on and on and on. But, really Henry Ford, I think, said it best. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. And I'm confident that where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm personally committed to doing everything in my power, including discounts and payment plans, to get you here if it is something that truly feels like a huge yes for you energetically and like you're meant to be here. Once again, the link to book time to discuss with me is calendly.com/talkwithbrandon. That's spelled calendly.com/talkwithbrandon. All one word, of course. And book in some time and look forward to seeing you soon here at the Mystic Manor. All right, all you positive heads, welcome. It is a magical Monday here in the studio. I'm back flying solo again, and it feels grand. I hope you are spectabulous whenever you are hearing this broadcast. It is, another day in paradise, right? Just released the Mystic Manor retreat immersion video a few moments ago. That basically just shows sort of more insights into what's going on around here and some, insight from past guests and that sort of thing. So if you guys want to check that out, check out the, I posted on the Positive Heads private Facebook group. If you're not there, you definitely want to join there and connect with all of us. And also on Optimistic's Facebook and as well as Instagram accounts, et cetera, et cetera. So you can see those videos there on YouTube. And yeah, check it out. I would love to have you guys come. Over half the spots are gone now, and but we still have some and a few coming up in December still. So if you guys think you would like to get away during that festive month, definitely would love to chat with you about that. You can book to talk to me, calendly.com/talk with Brandon. And yeah, especially for December, I'd be willing to do a little something special because it's coming so close and we still have some spots. So yeah. With that being said, today's topic is emergence. I decided to go back and sort of touch on something I was thinking about for the live taping of Optimistic. What's been some of my favorite shares? And it's something obviously on the show we do all the time is circle a lot of the same topics and ideas and constructs because it really takes that to wire them into our neural networks and to rewire all of our patterns of thought. And so one of the things I was thinking, not only for my opening monologue on Optimistic this last weekend, but then I was thinking for, of course, this show as well, what's been some of my favorite past conversations? And one of them that I went back several years ago instantly popped to mind was my interview with Derek Rydall. And he's actually been on a few times total. But when he was originally on, we talked a lot about this idea that nothing is broken within you. And that is a big one because a lot of times we always think, something in us needs to be changed or created or manifested or attracted, right? And when you start playing with this idea that nothing is actually broken is what we talked about on that episode many years ago. And if you go onto positivehead.com and search Derek Rydall, Rydall, you can find all the episodes past with him. But just to highlight some of what we talked about was this very thing, and that it's all already within you. Nothing can actually be added or taken away from anyone. And that's a pretty interesting thing to consider. When we always think about creating, we've got to create and manifest and do all these things. If you think about the idea that time is an illusion and it's already happened, then it all exists now. So nothing can be added or taken away from source or higher self or God or, this extension of you, however you want to refer to it. And it's something that's been referenced many times, even in ancient spiritual or religious texts like the Atman and Hinduism sort of references this, or pure Buddha mind in Buddhism. Jesus said, to paraphrase, people won't say it's either here or there, for the kingdom of God is within you. And this idea that, as Derek talked about in my past discussions with him, this idea of, as opposed to the law of attraction, the law of emergence, meaning it's already there. The apple is already in the apple seed. You know what I mean? It's already there. The oak is already in the acorn. Not only is the apple in the apple seed, so are the apple pies that are going to come from it. So are the orchards. So are all the nourishment that it will happen to all the people who benefit from the right conditions taking place in order for that apple seed to grow into an apple tree. Right? Now, if the conditions aren't right, if you take that apple seed and you put it in, a cup of acid on a shelf, you're not going to get an apple pie, a single apple. You're not going to get anything out of it. The conditions aren't right, but you put it in the right soil with the right temperature, the right amount of water, and then it emerges, right? And that's the same with you. You're destined for greatness. You are one with the source that creates and animates all things, but it takes the right conditions for it to emerge. Everything is happening in the eternal now. It's already happened. That's the good thing, too. If you wonder, am I capable of pulling this off? Well, if you can think of it, Source has been there, done that, and gotten the t-shirt. Yes, the answer is always yes. Your job is to create the right conditions to manifest that. And you can only manifest what's already there, always already there. I remember Derek talking about this idea of, the sun setting is a great example of this. Surprise, surprise, the sun never sets, right? It just shifts in a way that makes it appear to emerge or not, right? He talked about your favorite music is already playing on a station around you. This is how you have a manifestation. Get it? Manifestation. Are you going to catch that train? Yeah, sorry. That was two bad jokes at once. I can't help myself, folks. He did the first one, the manifestation of the radio. I actually took from that talk. But yeah, I mean, it is already always around you, waiting for you to get into alignment for it to emerge. And for me, this is very relaxing to step into this or feel into this, because whenever I start questioning, oh my gosh, is this beyond me? Have I overstepped? Have I ever reached? I mean, I've had that fear challenge arise with me many times with all that's going on with, Optimistic in the Mystic Manor and all the challenges and cost and logistics that arise from it. And then I remember, oh yeah, you know what? If I can think and dream it up, Source can match it. And it's already in there. It's already within me and all those that co-create it. I just need to be in vibrational alignment for it to emerge. So your job is to understand what your seed is. What is your offering? What is the greatest and grandest version of you? And we all have something that we're so destined for and so good at that no other human in the history of eternity has ever been better equipped to steward the seed of your greatest and grandest self than you are. Right? So if you can understand and trust that it is always that it's all within you, and there's this version of you that is the premier, most fulfilled, serving mankind to the highest, nth degree, that version is there, and no one is better at that particular job or that particular offering than you are, right? So comparing yourself to someone else, is just a foolish endeavor. It makes no sense. Learning to just let more of who you are emerge is really what's happening, right? So your higher self is this grand, beautiful, fascinating, soul. I think of my several friends who have told me about their ayahuasca journeys where they had interactions with their higher self or their, like I remember one friend talking about seeing the higher self of her mother, who is like this incredible being who had like these bird-like features and was, like this warrior goddess energy kind of thing. And that's your higher self, right? There's this version of you, and it's just wanting to emerge. It wants more of who that next iteration, that evolution of who you are wants to emerge through you. And your job is to understand and learn and find out what the seed of greatness within you is, to create the right conditions for it to sprout. And there's baseline conditions, right? Loving yourself, trusting yourself, having faith that you wouldn't have the challenges that you have if you weren't equipped to deal with them. Right? You're never given something that you can't deal with or cope with or manage. So, this faith piece of it is so huge. It's a huge piece, loving yourself enough, believing in yourself enough, being thankful and grateful enough for all the things that you've already manifested. Some of the things that you have now were only a dream at one time, and how quickly we forget, right? We put those things aside and we kind of say, oh man, I don't, on to the next thing. I'm no longer fulfilled and appreciative of what I've already accomplished and achieved in my own journey. And stopping and smelling the roses and showing gratitude is the doorway to achieving and attracting more. Learning to speak from the end, speaking as if it's already happened, right? All of these things that you are dreaming that would come next have already come next in the eternal now, right? And that's an important key part of this journey for each and every one of us. Starting to speak from the end. Stop saying, oh, I'm going to, I hope to, I'm in the process of this, I'm in the process of this greatest and greatest version of myself emerging, which is inevitable, right? Speaking from that place. It's very carefully constructed, the way that you're sort of wording things. You're not telling a lie and saying, I've already manifested the $1 million or whatever, right? Because your inner, your inner compass is like BS. That's not true. I'm in the process of manifesting these abundant conditions that are inevitable based off of my worth, based off of my birthright as an extension of Source, right? You're as worthy as any soul ever has been, will be, could be, and being thankful and grateful is the key to doing that, is the key to seeing more of that, being grateful for where you're at now. Well, this has been a incredibly uplifting conversation for me to have with myself, i.e., e.g., you, us, we, the one of us listening. I love you all so much. I'm so thankful for your continued love and support through all the ups and downs of the show and the changes that have transpired and all the love and support that Erica has received and her stepping in to help, steward this labor of love as I continue to, sprout my own wings, and all of you supporting all of this. I just trust, and appreciate each and every one of you, and each and every one of you's path is just as equally beautiful. I trust that each and every one of your path is just as powerful and beautiful as my own, or you would not be tuning into this broadcast. So congratulations to us. We are doing it. The hardest part is behind us. We see too much to ever go back, to ever put to ever stuff the truth back in Pandora's box, right? The truth is out. You are it. I am it. Be thankful. As the song says by Mike Love, called Be Thankful. Until next time, journey well. Love you all so much. And if you're feeling the call to come for a week retreat style Mystic Manor immersion, remember to go now and book your time to speak with me directly about stepping into the optimistic vortex at calendly.com/talk with Brandon while there are still spots left. Otherwise, I look forward to co-creating magic with you at the Mystic Manor.
Of steps, some forward, some backward. But don't be confused, sometimes when you lose, your life moves forward. Now remember the past only lasted when you were living for today. Cause the minute you live in regret is the moment you let your future slip away. So be here now, by the river flow. No, no, be here now. You don't wanna miss the big shore, Lord. Be here now. There be no better place to be. So be here now. Cause what will be, will be. So be here now. Don't spend all of your days with your head in the clouds. Oh, be here now. Cause it's so hard to watch the sunset with a heart full of regret, wondering if the best is yet to come. So be here now, cause who knows what tomorrow will bring anyhow. Oh, be here now to watch all of these moments pass. Stop behind the looking glass, wondering what the fates will allow. Be thankful for whatever you got, cause you get to be sure that you're not ungrateful. Cause this life is a gift, and the more you receive should be the more that you give. Because so many contemplate you, but the cup is half empty or the cup is half full.